Hello, all benders and non-benders, and welcome back to Avatar Generations. Today, we have got a brand new powerful opponent event with our very first powerful opponent from the Kyoshi timeline. So an original character for the game, and a part of the Avatar Kyoshi timeline. Very exciting. As always, we do have a week of login bonuses, including a total of 5 powerful opponent tickets. This is in addition to the 10 that we can get from adventure points from the shop, as always. So let's get right into it here. We, of course, have a nice pile of event challenges. We do have more Kyoshi coins that we can get here, which we will get to in a second. This event is very much focused on the pirate faction. If you got Kiwak a while back, she'll serve you very well in this, but if not, then you can summon on the current banner to accomplish these quests, because there are quite a few of them, and a couple of them can get a little stressful. We do have Play Arena with pirate factions. This one's pretty simple. You just throw a pirate into your team and battle. That one gives a good pile of nature stones. As you can see, I've been very busy. And then this is the one that could get interesting. Win Arena with pirate faction heroes on your team. If you have Kiwak, she's the go-to. Even if she's not even leveled, the fact that she can just take a punch and then go to her frozen state and take another 5 punches, the fact that she can just do that already makes her useful. And she is actually a pretty good character. So that's a helpful thing if you do have her. If you don't have her, then you can summon on the new guy, and hopefully he'll get the job done for you. If you have Zinfu, he will certainly help with carrying your team there. It's not as egregious as that one time, I think it was with Earth Kingdom's army soldiers or something like that. The requirements are not as hefty as that, but they are still kind of substantial. I believe it's like 100 at the maximum level to get the maximum number of rewards. So just kind of keep that in mind. Play smart in Arena, throw in a pirate whenever you can, and you'll get through it. We also do have granting some buffs. We do have granting evasion. That one I seem to have already completed. Upgrading relics is a big one because, of course, the banner comes with a new relic. So that's good to keep in mind. Okay, yeah, here's what I was looking at here. Win arena battles with pirate heroes, 50 with 2 stages. Yep, that's a long one. We do get a little bit of energy just from spending powerful tickets. Not bad. And then we do have some more upgrades you can get, or buffs rather, for crit chance and speed, and that will grant you some event tickets. So very good to keep in mind there. And then just a whole lot of upgrading relics. So some good stuff, very good loot. The one thing is that this quest right here is going to take a minute. I've had some pretty good luck because I have Kiwak. Kiwak is just a good unit. But this could be a challenge. If you can see some easier opponents in Arena, definitely go for it if you get the chance. We also do have some extra stuff in the shop here. Some of which I've already gotten. Some of it's for boss coins. You can just get some energy from the boss coins, always good. You can get some arena tickets and some skip tickets if you have some excess boss coins to burn. And then using the Kyoshi coins, you can get some upgrade materials for relics. And you can get some enlightenment materials. Just some nice free stuff if you do happen to get these heroes. Not bad at all. We're just going to check, because I don't think I've looked at the summon shop yet. Nothing new there, it's still just the Desecrated Fountain. So nothing to report on that front. So that is the quest, but let's take a look at the banner and see what we have here. Might of the Fifth Nation. I'm going to call him Pirate Man, because I'm not even going to try. I can't. I'll get it wrong. I know I would. So let's talk about Pirate Man. Of course, he is part of the Fifth Nation fleet from the Kyoshi timeline, as well as a pirate and a rebel. Very cool stuff there. And he's actually a defensive unit, which is interesting. If we take a look at his basic here, we have Hailstorm Hook. Deals resilient damage to one enemy, meaning it's based on defense. And deals waterbending damage to all enemies if the enemies to all enemies based on the caster's defensive stat if covering stance is active. We'll get to that in a second. So basically his basic will do resilient damage to one enemy normally, unless he's in that stance, in which case he'll do waterbending damage that still scales on defense, just to get that water debuff out there. So if we take a look at his advance here, it is a passive ability, it's not an attack. Decreases rank of elemental debuffs on all allies by 1. So let's say you've got like a rank 3 earth element on all of your allies. This can decrease it to rank 2, which can really be the difference between life and death, especially with the earth element. Gains increased crit chance for 1 turn and enters a covering stance for 1 turn. Now, covering stance is interesting. It increases crit damage by 35%, and you take 35% less damage from enemy critical hits, which is very interesting. Very, very interesting. And then this stance is removed if the caster does receive a crushing hit. So those gold numbers that mean you took a little extra damage, that will remove this stance. And then if we take a look at his passive here, Flow Reversal. Remove all water element from self with a 35% chance to inflict water element on attacking enemies for 2 turns whenever you receive a critical hit. 25% chance to attack the enemy that just attacked you if covering stance is active. So if covering stance is active, you basically do get a chance at a counter, and you can remove some water elements from yourself while inflicting it on others. Some interesting stuff, some very interesting stuff. He doesn't seem as crazy as Kawak does, but as a defensive waterbender character, he might bring some stuff to the table. I'll be very curious to see if he pops up in Arena at all. Like I said, he's got some stiff competition from Kawak. And then he does have a 4-star relic on his banner called Freedom. Permanently reduce the advanced skill cooldown of the caster by 1 turn, which is actually pretty cool. And increases the turn bar by 10%, increasing, of course, on tier ups when the caster is part of a combo. So if he's either initiating the combo or a linker or ender in the combo, he'll get some turn meter once per turn. With that only applying in the first 3 turns of battle. So it's kind of like he gets a really fast start and then does putter off towards the end there. This is only on 5th Nation Fleet characters, so that's just kind of important to keep in mind. We're just going to go ahead and summon here because I have had a bunch of leftover tickets from the last event, so we're just going to go ahead, snatch them up. With not really a mystery. I think it's the same voice actor as just the generic pirate characters, which is kind of funny. Of course, all that good stuff. Did we get any dupes? Did we? Maybe. Nah, just one of him, one of his relic. Mission successful, very cool. So yeah, that is about all we have for today. Very cool stuff. Lots of good rewards from the event quest. Keep in mind, next week we'll probably get another actual banner for event tickets. So very exciting stuff there. And yeah, who knows? Maybe you'll get some additional luck with this guy. Maybe you'll get some additional copies. But being that it is a 10 pity, it's not that hard to begin with, which is always nice. So we shall see y'all next time. Have a good one.